My name is Haruki Nakamura. I was 18 when I died in Tokyo. I was reincarnated in another galaxy, where I became the son of an exarch. Now, I am Guillaume Afetian, and this is my story. At 15 and a half, the Royal Academy, under the authority of the king, entrusted Athanase Giuseppe, 6th Prince of the Kingdom of Tregone, with the partial governance of Vatai, my home planet, under the supervision of the local exarch. I had been his companion, his Grey Eminence, for several years. He was a prince. I was a Vatayan subject. Bringing me with him was only natural. I left the academy by his side. My role would be that of a junior provost, something like a county-level prime minister, under the guidance of the acting provost. This internship, mandatory for all students, was designed to test our skills in real-world conditions. I was the shadow of the prince, the shadow of power, and I liked it that way. I had prepared for influence games, administrative power struggles, the slow and methodical art of planetary governance. I had braced myself for the cold adversity of legal texts and the masked negotiations behind princely smiles. But I had not prepared for the St. Antonin's Day. It took place in the spring of our 16th year. It wasn't a surprise. Everyone knew it was coming. In the kingdom, no one is unaware of St. Antonin's Day. Too young to take part in the main operations, Athanase and I were assigned to the mission of St. 18Y-Old, a parallel operation to evacuate feudatories, allied princes, and off-world kings the night before. That was when my knowledge of Japanese carried over from my first life proved useful. Officially, I had been pretending to learn the language since childhood. In truth, I spoke it fluently. Eventually, my level was no longer questioned, and people stopped asking. During St. 18y-Old's night, I was assigned to escort a small military detachment tasked with transferring the imperial family, across time and space, to their new refuge, the planet Japan, 16 years in the past. Leading the detachment was a young woman 10 years my senior, Akari Saiba. Her authority was clear, understated, and without pretension. Her blue eyes betrayed her status as a blonde, a reincarnated soul from some distant past. It was strange for both of us to set foot again on familiar ground after so many years in exile. A tender, aching nostalgia washed over us. She noticed mine, surprising in a boy supposedly born far from any Japanese heritage, and asked a half-whispered question. I lied. I told her I had always been fascinated by Japanese culture, and that was one of the reasons I had chosen to study the language so seriously. She nodded thoughtfully, saying nothing more. My answer was enough. We completed the mission successfully. The Emperor's family was evacuated safe and sound. I was no longer the invisible Otaku from Tokyo, not even fully Guillaume Afetian. I was becoming something else. A silent presence at the heart of decisions, a living memory among the powerful. A function, more than a name. That's how my apprenticeship began. Beside a prince destined to rule in a world where the sword is no longer enough, where true conquests are shaped through strategy, silence, and loyalty. The Shadow of Princes, Chronicles of the Red Kings. Tome 1 tells this rise in the shadows. A sweeping tale of power and initiation, where every word matters, every glance carries weight, and every choice redraws the order of the stars. Available now on Amazon and in electronic format on Amazon Kindle. Join us.